You know what's a super fun challenge? To set a timer for 25 minutes and draw a picture. And that's what I did today. I used these Ohuhu water-based markers. I have a whole video swatch and review on these. I'll link it in the description. FW acrylic gold ink. That's my main line work. And I used a water brush pen. Between those three things, I had a lot of fun. All right, let's do it. I'm starting out with my Ohuhu marker in 10 powder pink. I'm just filling in the main part of the blooms and working out my composition here. Now I'm going into what will be the centers, just marking my territory here. This is with the number 114 pink blush. The number 12 light fluorescent pink is next, so I'm just making a gradient manually here with my pens. And eventually it's going to look like an actual gradient. So once I start getting into the line work, so you'll see. Trust the process. Just getting my composition down, drawing the petals, trying to do them as they would appear in life spatially. So some of them in the forefront are more visible and other ones are a little bit less visible in the back and in the crevices. Giving myself some visual markers because I will be going over this again, spoiler, with another pen. Here we are with the magical gold pen. This is a Zig Kuretake gold brush pen. And I actually use a different ink because I used my pen up. So now I additionally use FW Daler-Rowney acrylic ink in gold imitation, and that's the gold that you're seeing right now. But I'm still using the same pen. The brush part is still excellent. I take good care of it. I wash it out after use, and it's still working good. So why not just keep using it? So as you can see now, the colors are kind of looking more like a gradient when you put the gold over them and also after giving them a little bit of time to dry. So the colors have sort of seeped into each other and sort of gradiented on their own. So now I'm just using those sketches that I had done earlier with the markers as a guide for my spatial and my composition for these roses. Here comes the lettering. This is super fun because I make a really big mistake. I called them a Bonita rose instead of a Bonica rose. And I actually looked this up afterwards to see how many of the data points I used in this finished page actually line up for the Bonita rose because there is actually a rose called a Bonita rose as well. I mean, there had to be, right? Madonna sang about it, so I figured there must also be a Bonita rose in addition to the Bonica rose. So that's the deal. The name is actually Bonica, not Bonita, but that's totally okay. The data points line up mostly. There is a little bit of a difference in the best USDA hardiness zones of the flower, but I can cross that bridge when I get to it and tell you guys then. Right now I'm just working on the background. I want to do more gradient-like colors in the background. So I did work the blush pink in some of the background, and then I brought in a nice bright yellow. The yellow I used is either 101 Melon Yellow or number 5 Marigold. I'm not sure which. Going in with the gold brush pen ink and then watering it down to further add to the gradient. And this gold ink has sort of a green undertone when you water it down, and actually a little bit just full strength, but it's kind of leans more gold full strength. But when you water it down, it has a little bit of olive green on screen. In real life, it is a gold with just a slight undertone of olive green. And now I'm adding some more data points, Floribunda, shrub, and I don't think a Bonita rose is actually a Floribunda. So that is another data point that is now incorrect, but that's okay. It's still a really pretty picture. I don't like to have things inaccurate. This one, I couldn't help it, and it lives in my sketchbook, so What can I say? I have a good story to tell, and I probably won't make the same mistake again anytime soon. At least I hope not. I added some more little blobs of the pinks just because I stuck my head back and looked at the big picture, and I saw that I had an idea of where I wanted the data points to go, but I also saw that I needed to fill in with some decorative elements. So that's what I'm doing right now. I did the pink blobs for where I wanted to put some roses or petals or, something rosy. And now I'm just sort of filling them in. Now, this Ohuhu water-based marker set that I have does come with a colorless blender, but I didn't use it with this. I used a lighter shade of yellow to help blend some of these colors together. I just didn't even think to grab it. Actually, I would have, but it didn't even occur to me. Now, here's the main data point besides Floribunda that's incorrect on this picture. 4B, it should say 5A to 9B for the Bonita Rose. So now just filling out my data points around the composition, and I'm sort of leaning on options for planting. So I used beds and borders, containers and cut flowers, hedge and landscape, and garden. Just filling in with some more decorative elements. I'm doing leaves, and now I'm bringing in a green. I think this color is bronze green, 93. Now going in with number 41 bud green to just add some lighter shades in there. Going back in with the pink blush, number 114, and some of the darker yellow that I'm using. I think this is marigold, might be canary yellow. Just for the background. And now the water brush helps a lot to just get things going together. And I'm also using it to dip into my gold paint to, help solidify that landscape lettering right there down in the lower right. And I'm just also using it to dab with water and with more gold paint in the main little cluster of flowers there. And all around to just bring some decorative elements to bring the composition all together. So I'm using some of the colored pens again to sort of connect the words together contextually and just continuing to flesh out the backgrounds. So again, just finishing up with the roses here and with some little background pieces. And I think this came out really cute. It only took me 25 minutes total. I hope that this gives you some cool ideas for new techniques that you can try out in a future piece of your own artwork. If you like this video, I would love your support of a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I'm live streaming art every single day and twice a day, so I hope you'll come and join me. Have an amazing day and stay creative. Till the next one. Bye.